because of the audit trail that will not allow anyone to be able to actually not be able to verify our forms. Why? So I told you about the EVID and the KIMS, returns plus the form. So these forms have 3 manual processes and 3 electronic processes that check each other for the court. And this is very important for the court to actually assess those allegations. So what are the 3 manual processes? PO fills the forms, gives to the agent, paste it there, okay? Travel, so the first one, if you had an agent there, you will get your form. Or it will be in the polling station, it will be stamped in the polling station. The second one is, okay, I didn't have a PO. What check do I have? So I will, both someone who did not have an agent and person who had. So if I didn't have an agent in the polling station, that form travels to the arrow. What does the arrow do with the form? His PO will sit there, he will tell him, I have received the form in the portal. I want to confirm the form you have brought me is the same as the portal. Is it the same serial number? Is it from that KIMS kit? Does the tally agree with what is in the portal? He has a back end for his B because he has to start populating his B. So he takes the form. So we allow at the Constituent Tally Center to have agents. If you want copies of the form can be given. So if you didn't have agent at the polling station, you can still get your form at the Constituent Tallying Center. So say you didn't have an agent at the Constituency Tallying Center, you didn't have an agent at the polling station. We bring the form out to the National Tallying Center. And I think this is the reason why this court made the decision that the chairman must verify each and every form. And court will take judicial notice of what was going on in Bomas. We had 14 verification desks. The arrow will come. I had the pleasure of actually going through the process. The arrow will come. He will be told, okay, you've come with your forms, sit. He will be admitted. And then the verification desk will have all the 4 agents for all the presidential candidates. We take the forms as they are. We make copies of the originals for them. Remember, they have their agents' forms. We make copies of the original. We tell them, okay, these are the copies of our original. Have your agent's forms, compare with our originals, but also what we are going to do is not a verification process. We'll do a forensic audit for you. We'll call the arrow. He will sit on the table there. He will go form by form. Is it the same serial number? Is it from that polling station? We provided microtext readers. We provided watermark readers of the originals. The agents are seated there. They will check, and they will look at it. And the form will have the IEBC. It will have the watermark reader. It will have everything. So even if you don't have the forms at the CTC and at the polling station, and you had the form at the constituency, and you are given the form as at the NTC, you could still verify and actually check. After that, they will go to an ICT desk. The ICT now will confirm whether those forms and what is in the portal is the same. And some of the persons who've sworn some of the affidavits in the petition were seated on those tables. The ICT will open up this portal. He say, oh, this is the public portal. I am looking at the form. Let's confirm what is in the form, what is in the, do they tally? They tally. If there's any issue, we do an error report, which we have provided to the court. We have provided error report to them. That process is documented. And even if you didn't have all those agents, then you had an opportunity to do at the National Tallying Center. After that, we tell them, okay, we've started populating the C. Now, have you verified this polling station? Yes. Okay, now we put that into our C. And the idea that the C was kept on changing and some officers had access to the C, actually that allegation falls off. Why? 14 officers, and we've attached that into the affidavit of Martin Nyaga, including the chairman's PA, Mr. Abdi Dair, who is a registered, who is a returning officer, and 14 other persons were mandated to actually do that verification process on the table. There's a process for them to be given that access, and the access, what access do they have? People are burning up a lot of things, servers and things like that. So there are 3 applications level in any system. You will have the application, you will have the operating system and the network. Okay? So everyone has access. So they have access for the verification of the 34C. So they'll be told, We're putting in this polling station to the C, are you okay with it? Does this tally with what is in the original?